What's good, people? It's Lewis or bbrights and I am back with a brand new video. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to build around an a cappella or a vocal. This could be for a remix, an original, or just for fun to practice. It doesn't matter what vocal it is. It could be an official vocal from Hardwell or Martin Garrix or something. It could be a vocal from Splice, which is what I'm going to be using today. But yeah, I'm going to be doing this, a few videos on this, showing on different genres how to do it for progressive, big room, maybe a bit of future bounce and hardstyle, and then I think I might do one on pop, because I get a few requests on how to make poppy music. People like to make radio friendly music and stuff like that. So yeah, so the vocal I'm using for this tutorial is a vocal from Splice. It's from the Vocal Megapack 7. It's kit for vocals dry. I chose dry as so I can quickly show some simple vocal processing myself rather than using a wet vocal, because sometimes if you're using a wet vocal, for anyone who doesn't know, a wet vocal means that it's a vocal that's already been processed with reverb, delay, stuff like that. If you're stretching it, it could mess up, so I've gone with the dry vocal so we can process it ourselves. As you can see in the name of the vocal, it says vocals dry 123. So I'm going to be stretching it to 128 BPM for progressive house. So to do that, you'll click on this little wave symbol in the top left here. Click fit to tempo, and you can click project there, or you can click whatever one your BPM matches. So mine's 128. So that'll be between 75 and 150. We'll click that. It will stretch the vocal in place. So if we play it now with a metronome, it will be in time.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way it all comes undone.
There we go. So I'm just going to name this vocal. Something very important is to note is in the title of the vocal. Again, you can see it says G sharp minor. That is the key of the vocal. That is very, very important when writing chords to a vocal. You need to know the key of the song or the vocal. So I'm just going to name this vocal G sharp MIN, stands for minor. So we'll do that and we'll give it a nice beautiful purple. So we're going to put that in the mixer and we're going to do some simple processing. So first we're going to go down the list of the mixer and choose two inserts that you're not using, and you want to right click it and click dock to the left or right. I'll choose the right. So we do two of them, and then what I'm going to do is open up my delay and reverb buses. So it's simple. It's just simple Valhalla vintage and fruity delay 2 with a radio EQ preset. So what we're going to do is click the arrow on the bottom for reverb. That is reverb. And we're going to turn it down to about 65%, and then we're going to click the delay and turn it down to about 35 or 40 because it is quite aggressive. And we're going to turn this down to the time to 6.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way.
And we could turn it down to 4. That'd probably be better.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way it all comes undone.
And then the only thing I'm going to do is add an EQ.
I've got a cold blood romance.
And boost this frequency just a little bit by about 1.4 decibels.
I've got a cold blood romance. And
the only other thing I'm going to do is add a FabFilter Pro DS, which is a de-esser. For anyone who doesn't know what a de-esser is, it gets rid of the S's and the T's and the sharp hissing sounds from your vocal. So I'll choose female wide, and if you'll notice,
I've got a cold blood romance.
Right there. See, it's highlighted a greeny color. That means it's de-essing obviously the range. It will duck it by 7 dB, and you can choose the frequency where it will scan for de-essing.
I've got a cold blood romance.
And that is pretty much it. The only thing we could really add is an OTT or a sound gradizer. Probably add a small sound gradizer.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way it all comes undone.
So that's out of the way. We can just draw a pattern for 8 bars. Usually you'll have a 4 to 8 bar progression for chords. You can stretch it to 16 if you want to add more emotion, stuff like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to load a simple piano in. You can use whatever piano you want. You can use FL keys, or you could use the standard PAX Instruments keyboard, grand or stage piano, or closed grand from that comes with FL Studio, or you can download a free one called Keyzone Classic, or you can purchase one, whatever you like. You can use Contact the Giant, but I'm going to be using True Piano's Diamond module. Turn up the release a tiny bit so you can get more time in between chords. I'm just going to play around on my MIDI keyboard and play around with chord progressions. Bearing in mind, like I said, this vocal is in G sharp minor. So if you don't know the scale of or the key of your song, find that out, and then find out the scale of your song. So obviously, major will be different to a minor, and every key is different. Obviously, if the best is to work in A major, then pitch it to A minor. Sorry, if you work in A minor, it's all the white keys, so that's easy enough to work out, and you can just pitch it up or down according to your key of your song. So this vocal is in G sharp minor, like I said. So we're going to be working in that. So it's going to play around with a few progressions, and then whatever one sounds best we'll draw in. So yeah, here we go.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way it all comes undone. You can see the end from a distance. I've got a way of getting everything I want, what he needs from me. I can see the way he's watching.
So that's one. That is simple enough. It was just G sharp minor, or G sharp, B, E, and then F sharp, and then back to G sharp. Let's try one more, see what we can come out of it.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way it all comes undone.
So simple enough there. It's the same notes. I just changed the order of them. So we started with the G sharp again. We went down to the E, to the B, to the F sharp, back to the G. Or you could do start with the E, for example.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way it all comes undone. You can see the end from a distance. I've got a way of getting.
So what we're going to do is turn this vocal down just a tiny bit because it's a bit loud, so we can hear the piano a bit better. So what I did there was started with the E, go up to F sharp, G sharp, down to C sharp, and then just keep repeating. There's so many variations of your of chords that you can go with. So I think the one I would go with is that's a very progressive, friendly progression. So that's, I think I'll go with that. So it's, like I said, it's the G sharp, E, B, F sharp. So what we're going to do is put this up an octave, so it's G3 rather than G2.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way it all.
Like I said in my last video about major and minor chords, we're just going to do simple progressions. So this will be G sharp minor, because we're going up 3. 3 is a minor, 4 is a major. So that would be G sharp, B, and D sharp. Count up 7 from the root note. So that's that, and then we'll just quickly go through and do these. It's E major, it's B major, and that's F sharp major.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way it all comes.
And what we're going to do is we're going to select the 2 top notes that make the triad, and we're going to put them up an octave.
I've got a cold blood distance.
And what you can do is you can add the G sharp there, or you could add a D sharp,
I've got a
or you could do whatever you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 7th. So we're going to do this, copy this, and go up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way it all comes undone. You can see the end from a distance. I've got a way of getting everything I want, what he needs from me. I can see the way he's watching.
So yeah, simple enough. Obviously, like I said in my last video, the last video and this video just fit perfectly because you can combine both things I showed and you'll get a perfect result for your track. So like I said, we can just layer some simple things like strings and add a guitar, stuff like that. So I'm just going to make a quick edit and I'll be adding strings and guitar to save some time in the video, so I'll be back in a second. And I am back. So yeah, simple things added: strings, piano support, a guitar, a bass, and a string loop, and a simple snap and a drop clap. Nothing too crazy. Yep, snap and clap. But yeah, so just without the vocals, it sounds like this. Yeah, so it just carries on for another 8 bars. This will probably be considered the build-up of the track, because that's what the vocal supports that. The simple, the basic pre-drop vocal thing here, it could be classed as a pre-drop vocal here.
I'm in love.
And it will drop here, and with all your synths, bass, and all that. But yeah, with the vocal, again, play with the vocal. It's just slowly building up emotion and dynamics, and then, yeah, so with the track, it sounds like this.
I've got a cold blood romance. It's beautiful the way it all comes undone. You can see the end from a distance. I've got a way of getting everything I want, what he needs from me. I can see the way he's watching. Blood to the head, oh, it's all been the same for me. Got me on my knees saying, oh, baby, I'm in love.
Yeah, and if I was to unmute that bit there.
I'm in love. I'm in love.
Yeah, that's the basic idea. Very, very basic. You could obviously add so much more to this. Snares and effects. Just bear in mind there's no effects on this. There's no sweeps and crashes to help with transitions. There's no drop synths building up here. There's no pad or any sort of synthesizer building up to build more dynamics. So this is very basic with just simple orchestral and just regular guitars, pianos, and yeah, it's a simple idea. Gets it going. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. Help the channel grow, makes me happy. If you want me to finish this track and get a basic idea going and make a drop, and I'll give the FLP out for free. If you want me to do that, smash the like button and let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, I can do this a lot more with simple other genres like big room, hardstyle, future bounce, pop. I might even try a bit of future bass since I get quite a few requests on that. I've never done a video on future bass before, so I could try that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you Friday for my new video, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you soon.